Hello, everyone. We're gonna wait a little bit and see if people are gonna join in and see if we're at the right place like usual. I'm just watching, make sure everything is at the correct page here. Oh, I see Lisa is here. Poor Lisa lost her voice. Barb is here. Perfect, perfect. I think we're on. Here we go. Oops. Punched the wrong button. Lynette is here. Perfect. It looked like we are at the right place. Here we go. So now I got this prop in front of me, so hopefully I can see all the comments. Perfect. So tonight we will choose the color like always. Try to pop those comments over here. But tonight we're going to be, let me pop this here. Hello, Cricket. Here we go. And tonight we're going to be using a little bit of the blends. That's the new name for the alcohol marker with Stampin'Up. And why am I using that if you cannot get them now? I bet it's a big teaser, right? They will come on the market when we didn't get a date yet. Right now they are available to demonstrator. They want to make sure they get enough on hand. This is just bugging me. They want to make sure they get enough on hand before they release it to all. But one thing about this, if you really want them, you can. If you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order them. It has to be done before Sunday, because after Sunday, it's going to be put on all and then released to all when we don't know. But if you join my team, you can choose the markers. We got, is it 9 colors in all? 3, 6, 12. We got 12 colors plus the lifter, the bronze, and the ivory. I think that's what it is in all. And you can get the whole collection for $99. Plus you can have, I think on my page Saturday, you can have like a pack of sponge with that, and you only pay $99 because you get 125 value when you join the team. For you get 125 value of anything you want. So you could choose the markers, and you only pay $99 plus it's shipped to you for free. So it's $99 plus your tax from your state. And if you want to choose the marker, when you look, when you go join my team, you can go at FrenchieStamps.com. Right above, you get join my team. Click on that to see the colors and all for the blends. You're going to go new product, or you can put blends, BLENDS, and you're going to see them all. So I'm looking. Hello, Nika. Nika is here. I love it when she joined me. I should share a picture of her. This week it was, they all had their white coat. It's so darn cute. I'm looking here if I get question. If not, okay, I'm going to make you choose the color. We're going to use the stamp set. Oh, I got shadow here. We're going to, oops, the big flower here. That's what we're going to use, Remarkable You. And I'm going to share a few tips as I color, because it's a big flower, take a little bit of time to color. I'm going to share a few tips with that. We all got our own style of coloring, but I'm going to share a few tips. Plus, I'm going to share with you tonight some stuff you can color with the blends that you cannot color with regular marker or with aqua painter ink and that. The big question was, you know, that my email got all messed up. So I find 430 in another email that I had, and then 168 another one. It was just a mess this week. And a lot of the question was, what's the big deal about alcohol markers? Well, a lot of the stuff you can do with alcohol marker, you cannot do with another coloring tool, like the pencil, the aqua painter with ink. You cannot color on non-porous surface. So with this, the alcohol marker, you can color on that. So I'm going to share with you like color on pearls, rhinestone. I get even here window sheet. See, you can, it don't come off on window sheet. It's almost like a Sharpie. So you can even color on window sheet or write on window sheet. I get vellum. I get glossy paper. So really, it would be like comparing apple to orange, because it's really completely a different product. Yes, it is a coloring tool, but completely different. It's more than a coloring tool. Plus the blend, the names say it all. You can blend smoothly without no lines. Very different. One thing though, if you get the blends, you want to make sure that you get a Memento ink. That is a must. You need a Memento ink. You cannot use Stays On, because the Stays On, it's don't work with the blends, because the alcohol going to wipe that Stays On. You cannot use the basic black archival ink. It needs to be the Memento ink. So let me flip you around and we're going to get started. And first, I need to know a color though. What was I thinking? Okay, I'm going to give you the choice. You're going to tell me if you want me to go in the color of like cherry cobbler, pumpkin pie, daffodil delight, Bermuda Bay. Is that? Yeah, Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, the pink perlette, then rich razzleberry. So you pick. I'm going to go with the most popular one. So I'm going to leave that down. I'm going to flip you, and I'm going to go with the most popular one. Let me flip. Here we go. Here, I think I get a good view here. So you tell me which color should I go, and I'm going to go with the most popular one, like I said. I got it. Looked like Calypso is the winner. Okay, we will use Calypso, and with the Calypso, I will add a little bit of pumpkin pie or yellow with that. I think that I'm going to use a little bit of pumpkin pie with that. So for all that, if you want to share my broadcast, or if you leave a comment, you will be entered to win this card. So the only thing you have to do is share and say that you share it, or leave a comment, tell me where you're from, or tell me how you're doing, and so on, and you will be entered in the drawing. I will announce the drawing tomorrow, sometime during the day. If you do like my page, and also not only like my page, but how that go? Get notified at the top. Then when I pick your name, it's going to notify you. If you didn't like my page and didn't click the beside it to get notified, then you really going to have to check it out, because if not, it will not. You will not get notified, except if you get, go check the page itself. Does it smell like Sharpies? Thank you for sharing. No, that was another popular question this week. Thanks, Lynn, for sharing. I really don't think that it smelled like a Sharpies at all. You know what? I got a Sharpie here. Let me do the sniff test here. Because, you know, that's a question that it's very popular. So you see, I stamp it with Memento ink. Now, you guys won't see it, but I'm doing my sniff test. Okay, that is very strong. Woo. Let's test this here. No, it's not. It really smells like rubbing alcohol, really. Not like tequila, but rubbing alcohol. Thanks, Arlene, for sharing. I really don't think so. Let me sniff back this here. Gosh, I wish I would have another sniffer in the house so they can tell me. No, it got a smell to it, but it's not the same than the Sharpie. This really, I think, smelled like rubbing alcohol. Here we go. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Patricia, Serene. Thank you. Okay, so now this is already stamped. I like to let it dry a little bit. Now it's a few things that I'm gonna say I like to do when I do this, because I know it's more than one way, it's many ways. I like to start with the dark color, and you don't want to do the whole thing and then blend, because after it's completely dry, it's harder to blend. Yes, it dries fast, but even it's still like in the paper and it dries smoothly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the brush. You get two brush. I call that the blend brush, the smaller tip, and the painter's brush. I'm going to use the big brush, the painter's brush. Thank you for sharing. What kind of white cardstock? Such a good question, Lorene. Absolutely. This is heavy white cardstock, and that's what you want, the heavy white cardstock. The regular white cardstock, it's too light, and by the time you really blend it, almost want to go through. So the heavy white cardstock, are they the same size than the old one? They're a little bit longer, and I don't have my old one. I would have swear the barrel is bigger, but somebody told me no, they're about the same size, but they're a little bit longer. And the cap, it's different. That's what we had problem with our old one. It was the cap. That is different. Thanks, Kelly, for sharing. So we're going to start with the big one, and I'm just going to do like the bottom petal. And what I'm going to do, it's come right here, do the dark one. So I just put my line. Now I want this one, the heavy color at the bottom. Oops. Then I'm going to take, this is pumpkin pie here, the light pumpkin pie. I thought that would be a color to match, and I think it needs to go in on top. Now I'm going to take the other one, and what you want to do, it's push it down. So that's what's going to blend. Oh, it's blend very pretty. See, now I get the dark at the bottom. If you would like to have the dark at the top, then you would push the other way. So then I'm just going to go, and no lines. That's what it's nice about the blends. You have no lines when you push it. I want a little bit darker than that at the bottom, so I'm just going to come back and add some dark here. And I'm going to put a little bit more here, and we're going to keep on moving along. So I'm doing about 3 petals at a time, okay? And now this time I'm going to go with, oops, back to Calypso. Oops, here we go. And again, the brush. And again, I'm going to push this push it down, because I want the dark to be very dark at the bottom and keep the lighter at the top. I'm going to show you a different one here in a minute. And then I'm going to try the pumpkin pie now on the other side of it. Pumpkin pie, the light pumpkin pie go perfectly with this. It's the first time I tried this color. It's perfect. See, now you can see the shading. I'm pretty sure you can see that. I have no lines. and it all blend perfectly good together. Here you see a little bit of line. We can take care of that. Gonna take this, push it down. Here we go, no more lines. So we're gonna finish this card quick, and I'm gonna show you a few more things. So I'm gonna come with my dart. Just gonna go 3 petal. It's about the max I would do for this. And then I'm gonna come with this, push it down. You wanna push that so it's blend. And I'm sure you're gonna watch other demonstrator, other presenter that use alcohol marker, that you will see different technique with that. Not technique, but different way that they're pushing the color, they're blending the colors. We all find our niche, that what works best. And for me, that's what I like best, to push my colors. Now, let's say that I want this one to be very dark, and I want to keep it darker. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my dark there, and I'm going to put your end, it's heavy. That should be okay when you blend with this side, but when you want to use the brush, though, don't be too heavy. You just really pat it down. See, now I want to keep that darker. You see, I'm taking the dark and pushing it up. That's what now, to keep it darker, the petal going higher, darker, I'm taking the dark and pushing it up. Gonna do that. Oops. Push that again. See, I'm pushing it up now. So then it keeps the dark of it. You push that up. So my petal here, it's a lot darker. See, this is light. Dark is there, but it's light, and it's going the shading this way. This one, it's going more up. I bet you can see the difference. I want a little bit of yellow in the center here. So I got my, I'm going to use the dark daffodil. Is it daffodil or crushed curry? It is daffodil. See, it is brand new. So I'm just going to put a bit of yellow there. Now, I'm going to show you too, you can erase with that. So that's another great, great thing. A lot of people say, oh, I cannot, color to save my life. I never used to like to color, but watercolor and this, I love to color. My daughter, though, I think she's on tonight. I bet she would love those things, because she loved to color. So now I'm going to push this down again. Push down. Push up there. And see, it's almost done. Yes, this color combo, I think it is perfect. So again, it's the light pumpkin with both calypso. They come, each color come in a light and a dark. So I get the light pumpkin and the dark pumpkin. Oops, one the other way. Push, 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 push. Because I had my line there. I'm going to take that away. Voila. See how simple this is? So that's the difference between, thanks for sharing, Teresa. This is the difference between the alcohol marker and a regular marker. If I take a marker, I'm going to take daffodil, this, and pumpkin pie, okay? And I got a piece of cardstock here. I'm going to start with this. This would be my darker color. Then, no, it would have been pumpkin pie, the darker color. Going to do this. And then I'm going to do the daffodil at the top here. See, nothing is blending. Even if I go on top of each other, it's just keep on coloring on top of each other. It won't blend. Thanks for sharing, Lori. So that is the difference, really, not really just one of the difference, but that's a major thing with the alcohol markers. it is a blending tool. Now, you get this. This is the lifter here. The lifter is, let's say that I say, oh, I get too much color one place. I can take this, and let's say I want to light this up here a bit. I can see now how light it is. I'm going to light this up just a little bit here. And I really like that flower. I don't want to mess it up too much. So what I'm going to do, here we go. And I can take this here and see how lighter it is. It's almost like an eraser. See the difference? I think you can see that good. You can almost erase it completely. So that is a blender. No, you thought they were discontinued. They are coming back with the markers, honey. See? That is what it's called, the lifter. So now we're going to use the green. The green we get, it's all olive. So I'm going to start with the dark. Like I said, that's my preference. Some people, it's no right and wrong. It's whatever floats your boat, really. It's whatever you like. When it comes to paper crafting and artsy thing, it's no right and wrong. It's whatever that you prefer. Some people say, oh, she's doing it wrong. I don't think so. I think it's all what you prefer. And I'm blending here. Here we go. How simple that was. Now I can take, because I don't like to have like a floating flower. I think it's, does it bleed through? Absolutely. Boom. Voila. That's why I put another piece of paper there. Yes, it does. So if you are doing, let's say a card, let's say I would do this and I don't want no layer. You need a layer because it would bleed through it. Absolutely, it would bleed through the whole shebang. So you want to have that. Now I'm going to take my, what it's called, the pool party. And we're going to add just a little bit here. And I'm going to add a little, I don't want darker really. That's plenty good. So just say I get something in the bottom that the flower's just not floating up in the air. And if that is too dark, again, you can take this here and light that up a bit. Here we go. Now, what was I saying? So we're going to mount that on, I'm going to put black in the back. I think black going to strike that very good. Or let's try Calypso because that's the color. Oops, that's tangerine. Not tangerine, but Cajun. Why am I adding Cajun in my Calypso? Okay. Yes, the Whisper White. You know what? We're going to use this. So my piece of cardstock here, this one, the white one. Uh-oh. I don't know where my hand was. Let's see if that was the alcohol marker here. Yes, it was. See? It come right off. This was 3.5 by 4 3/4. 3.5 by 4 3/4. So I'm going to go at 5 by 3 3/4. I think that sounds right. Let's see. Yes, it is. Okay. So now we're going to dazzle that a little bit because I told you we could dazzle stuff, right? I need a piece of white cardstock. Can you believe I ran out of white cardstock? They came in today. Yes, they're all called the blends, and they would be released, I don't know when. Thanks for sharing, Sonia. They will be released soon to customer. Right now, you can get them if you are a demonstrator or if you join in. And you can click at FrenchieStamps.com and you can join my team right there, and you can get the whole collection for $99. And plus you would still have a little bit of spending there. I think it is a great deal. So we're going to put that here, and we're going to jazz that up with rhinestone and some accent. Here we go. And this was plenty big, and that's going to go to one of you. And I think you guys are remarkable to join in. So let's put that right here. Here we go. Okay, so here I got rhinestone, not rhinestone. This is pearl, just a little one there. This is the accent. This is the rhinestone. So we're going to take Calypso. I'm using the dark one. I'm going to do Calypso rhinestone. It takes a little bit to dry, not that long. And so now you see I get this. Now I'm going to take, I'm going to do one here. And I think that we're going to do a light one. And then, oops, that was the light pumpkin pie. Here's the light Calypso. I really like the dark bitter. Here we go. So you see how simple. I'm going to let that dry and see the pearls. I should have bigger pearls there. Do I have some here? Let me check. So you guys, oh, I got a few big ones here. No. I know I get more pearls. I know I use a lot lately, but I'm sure I get some. Let's do the little one here. I'm going to do it in the cherry cobbler so you can see better online. Here we go. See how simple it is to color. Now I bet you're saying, well, you're going to put your finger and they're going to come off. Absolutely not. See, oops, this one was not glued there, but see, it's not coming off at all. Get something there. It is not coming off at all. So, and here neither. See, it's not coming off. So that's the difference really between the alcohol marker or markers. Now, if I would take a marker here I'm using Inland Indigo, a dark one, so you can see. And we're going to wait a bit because it has to dry, but we will see in a minute. I'm looking, I want to share with you a few more things. Here it is. So this is glossy paper. And this is vellum. And this is window sheet. Okay. Now, we're going to take the Calypso marker. No refill at this time. Let me talk about refilling that. When you buy a pen at the store, or you buy a Sharpie, or you buy a marker, or just a writing pen, does it come with refill? No. So those fancy pen, you can buy a new barrel for it. Yes. I'm not saying that Stampin' Up will not come refilled for our blends, but for me this is a consumable just like a regular marker or crayon. When you use your full crayon, when you're out of all this, it's time to buy a new one. That's for me it's a consumable. So but with that being said, I'm not saying Stampin' Up it's not coming with a refill. Don't I'm not reading in between the lines. It's just right now we don't have it, and I'm saying how I feel about that, you know, if it's get the refill or not. Okay, so here you see this, nothing, it's coming off. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put me here, knowing that is the marker, and we're going to wait a little bit, and then you're going to see. While we wait on that, let's check out here. See my blue? It dry and it's just a little dot left. That is it. Look, it's coming right off. So that's the difference. You know, that is a big difference between markers, regular markers, and this. Now, I'm going to let that dry just quick. I won't color the whole thing. I'm going to take Bermuda Bay. I'm going to start with the dark. See, dark color, crumb cake here. I'm going to go here. This year, I stamp with Versamark, and I emboss it with white powder, white embossing powder. Now I'm going to take my lighter color, and I'm going to blend that. You're saying I'm going on the white, right? Don't you worry. I'm going to show you the magic of this here. You know what? I need to do one more big petal, though. Let me just... Okay. And now I'm going to take my blend, because it's hard to see in the little bottom. Here we go. All blend right. And I'm going to do a big oops here. If I would let it dry, it's going to dry, because it dry and it's like, you know, on epoxy or on the rhinestone and that, it won't come off. See, it's not coming off. So, oops, what do you do when that happens? You take your lifter. This is called the lifter. And you're going to take this and erase that. Let me take the other brush. See, so if you pass, you can take your oops away. Really, the lifter should be the oops. I know I can come here and really blend this too to have lighter. See, but really when you do a oops, that is the thing that you need. So I'm going to show you one that I did on dark. It was with the cherry cobbler. Boom, how striking that is. Now, I did the same thing with watercolor. Oops, this little thing came off here. This, I colored that with the blends. I think I would need to add more glue in the back of that. Yep, you know what? I got it right here. And my fine tip glue, I think if maybe you saw me with that or not, I put my fine tip glue. My fine tip glue, I don't find it strong enough. Here we go. That was hard to say. I put, when it's almost empty, I put my Tombow glue in that, because I think Tombow is very, very strong. So let me take this here. Maybe my hands were dirty, or I didn't pull the glue with it. Here we go. So here it is, cherry cobbler, and I emboss. See how striking? So with the blends, it's those color are very vivid. Here is with the pencil. So this is watercolor with the pencil. It's still pretty. I'm a big fan of watercolor too. It's completely different look. I am a fan of watercolor. I absolutely love it. This is with the aqua painter. This is Aqua Painter, if you're wondering what I'm talking about. And then let me push the camera a bit. So what I do with this, I make sure it's wet, the water it's in the barrel, and then I just color. It's just it takes longer because it have to dry. And then if you want to add more dark color in that, it's better if you let it dry. So it's a longer process. And this one was with the pencil and the Aqua Painter. So you see the difference in the colors. Now, here is this one. It's pumpkin pie, the dark, the light, and Daffodil Delight, the dark. Now I'm going to show you. Remember when I said you can blend one way or the other? This here, I blend down. This was blending down. This I blend up. So you see when I blend up, I keep more of the dark and less of the light. Those pens will come out before the new catalog. It's just a matter of time. Soon they get enough on and they will release them. They want to release them before the end of the year. So I'm hoping by mid-November they will be released. So yes, so this was Pumpkin Pie and Daffodil Delight, the 2 Pumpkin Pie and 1 of the Daffodil Delight. But I wanted to show you the difference, like what I was talking tonight. This, I blend down, going down. And then this, I blend up. So I kept a lot of the darker color. So that's what I was talking about. So tomorrow, I'm going to announce the winner for this card. This is an absolutely beautiful combo. I absolutely love it. It's a color that I don't use a lot, Calypso Coral. So I'm glad that you guys mentioned that. And again, I use the light pumpkin with that also. So I will announce the winner for this. But I wanted to, let me talk to you a little bit here. Boop. I wanted to share, because if you want to join my team and you want a good deal, it's always a good time to join my team. Trust me, because it's $99. You get $125. Even if you don't want the blends, you want to pick anything for $125 of your choice. And it's shipped to you for free. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I did. It's shipped to you for free. You paid $99. So it's 25% really right there, plus 10% the shipping. Really, you're getting, you know, a deal of 35% when you look at percentage that way. So I'm going to bring my pad here so I can see the comment better. So I would love to have you on my team. I get quite a bit of people on my team here tonight. Do you know the price of the blend? Absolutely, I know the price of the blend. And I'm popping my computer just to make sure I'm giving you all the exact thing. Hold on, because they're $9 for 2. So right now for the release, it's come by 2, but after I know they will sell them a single. So like the color skin, I'm saying the color skin, that's what I call them. We get the bronze for the darker skin, and we get the ivory for the light skin. Those one are $4.50. 1 minute, I'm gonna pull my thing to make sure I'm giving you the right price here. So hold on. Okay, yes, so the single one are $4.50. And the pack of 2, like you get the light and the dark, they are $9. And then the lifter, it's $4.50. And we get Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Pink Roulette, Pool Party, Pumpkin Pie, Rich Raspberry, and Smoky Slate. So that is 12 colors plus the lifter, the ivory, and the bronze. So all together, all this combo together, it's $121.50, $121.50. So that's what I'm saying. If you join my team, you get them for $99. Plus, it would leave you with $350. So that was a pack of sponge that I was explaining. So that would be a great way you can get them all pretty much at a discount. When are they going to be available to all customers? Soon they are. I'm going to update my blog, and I know I'm going to have a live YouTube for that, sharing pretty much what I share tonight, and I'm going to share a little bit more different technique in that. But one thing though, if you get the blends, don't forget the memento ink, because you need this with alcohol marker. But I want to share again how blended it is. So you see, it is no line. It is a smooth finish. So I was debating to see if I was sharing this tonight or not, because like I said, they're not available to customer. I feel it was a big tease. I know a lot of demonstrators are following me, so I'm sure I'm helping them a little bit if they didn't understand the process. But then also it was a great way to invite you to join my team, plus to, if not, something coming up in the future, you know they are coming. It's just a matter of time. No dates yet, but matter of time. Thank you so much to all of you that joined me. And again, I don't know if you read my blog today, but I'm going to say it again. I had a problem. My comments are not coming in my email. It was going in another thing. Now they're not even coming. If I don't answer you in less than 24 hours, something happened, I didn't get your email, always email me at frenchiestamps.com at hotmail. That's where I'm going to respond. Or you can message me also on Facebook. I prefer the email because that's easier to respond. It was 430 and 168 in another one. I am so sorry if you were one that asked a question or wanted to place an order. I feel horrible about that. Hopefully I get everything coming in one except my comment. At least I know to go check there at least. So thank you so much for your patience, and I hope that if I didn't answer you, you don't think that I am the worst customer service, because really that's my thing. Customer service, it's what I drive for. So thank you, and have a lovely evening, and the weekend is just around the corner. But don't forget, not tomorrow, Saturday morning, I'm going to give you a sneak peek here. See all that stuff on that table? Oops, that stuff on that table, it's all getting ready for Saturday morning. So Saturday morning, I will be live at 9 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, 10 o'clock Central Time, 11 East Coast. So I will be live. It's my mega Christmas workshop. So I hope you can join me. I got a lot planned for you, like the lovely card today that gets so much attention. Let's roll this here. They're all by section, so I don't want to show everything because I don't want to mix everything, because I'm prepared. I'm going to have that in less than an hour and a half. I won't say an hour because it's always longer than an hour. But I get 17 cards, 5 mini cards, boxes. But I'm going to share one of the thing and then keep on going. I won't do one by one. It's something a little bit different. So today was this card here that got a lot of love on my Facebook. And here is the Noel. The Noel I didn't sponge on top of it. I just left it in the white, and this I sponged so it looked more vintage. So that I will share all how I've done that live. Though I cannot mix that, friends. You shouldn't touch that, really. So here is 2. So I take one of the cutout for one and reverse that. See this? You see this paper become over there and vice versa. So all that, it's Saturday, like I said, 17 plus cards, box. The box, I know a lot of people say spritz them with alcohol in it and that. I didn't have no luck with that. I mean, I was making such a mess. But see how my box are very dark, very color, super quick, easy. I'm going to share that Saturday. I got a lot of tips to share Saturday, so I hope you can join us. That's going to be on YouTube. Just go on my blog at FrenchieStamps.com. You're going to have the plugin right there. Saturday morning, we will be live, Ollie and I. Thank you, and have a great weekend. Hope to see you Saturday. Bye-bye for now.